Today's video is for the teachers who handle the students, and I'm going to discuss how you can identify dyslexia among your students through handwriting. In my earlier videos, I happened to discuss learning disabilities among children, and I also happened to give some tips to the parents to identify and help the children facing learning disability. Here are the key signs you can observe in the student's handwriting. The first thing is frequent letter reversals. See, it's quite common for the young children to get confused between letters such as B and D, P and Q, M and W. There are children who even get confused between the numbers 6 and 9. But if it goes beyond the age 7 to 8, it shows that the child is suffering from dyslexia. And number 2, you have to check whether the child is able to write the phonetic sound-based spellings properly. Now, if you ask the child to write the letter SAID, S-A-I-D, SAID, if the child writes S-E-D, that is how the word exactly sounds like. Okay, so this also indicates that the child is having learning disability. And there are children who commonly make mistakes with certain words. Like for example, you ask the child to write the word because. The word because is spelled differently in the same paragraph by such type of children. For example, the child can write B-E-C-O-S, B-E-C-A-U-S, B-E-C-U-S-E. The same word, even if it is repeated in the paragraph several times, the child will write the spellings differently. Okay. And the next thing is poor sentence formation. The child will not be able to write complete sentence. Okay. And the child even cannot remember the order of the sentence. Okay. Now suppose you teach the child, may I come in? May I come in? The child cannot recollect it later. The child may use some other sequence of the words. May come I in, okay, like that. So this also indicates that the child is suffering from learning disabilities. And these children often write slowly. They take much longer time than the other children, okay, and they make even mistakes while copying from the board or from a book. Okay, and even when they are copying, they make mistakes while copying, and also they take a longer time for copying. Okay, and the next thing is they cannot organize the written language properly. Okay, so you don't judge a dyslexic student as an unintelligent student or a lazy student. Okay, please don't label the child as a slow learner or as an idiot. Okay, so here are some quick observations you can do to identify the dyslexic students. Number 1, asking them to spell the words. Number 2, giving them some copying work. Number 3, asking them to write or read. Okay, so if you find that the child is not coping up with any of these, then it is a clear indication that the child has some learning disability problem. Now let us talk about how we can lend a helping hand to such type of children. So these are all what I am going to discuss with you. These all, they are very much available in the websites. You can even browse and you can get the worksheets. Okay, and you can also have worksheets related to this even in the market. Okay, the first worksheet is sound matching worksheet. This improves the phonic awareness of the child. You ask the child to match the letter with the correct picture. Say D. D stands for dog. Okay, C stands for cat. So in one column you give C, D, E, okay, and in the other column you give elephant, cat, dog. So you ask the child to match them. Okay, so next thing is you can ask the child to trace and write. There are many worksheets available for tracing and writing. The goal of this is to improve the letter formation and also to improve the memory of the child. Initially, you can hold the hand of the child and make the child write, and later on you can ask the child to trace out the letters independently. Okay, dotted sheets will be available. Even blank space will also be available in such type of worksheets. So first the child will practice in the dotted lines, then the child will practice in the blank space. Okay, and number 3 is the sound blending worksheet. The goal of this worksheet is to improve the reading skill of the child. Blending the letters. K, A, T, cat. D or G, dog. So blending the sounds and making the child write the word. Okay, and next one is missing letters worksheet. Now that the child has understood the identification of the letters and understood how to write the letters, now it is time to test whether the child will be able to identify the missing letters. Now our child knows the spellings of 3-letter words. Now you can ask the child to provide the missing letters. Okay. For example, C-T. The child must be able to identify A, C-A-T or C-O-T. Okay. The goal of this worksheet is to make our child understand the structure of the word. Okay. See, always when we are starting, we should always have a smaller goal. Okay. First, let us concentrate on 3-letter words. Slowly we can go to the 4-letter words, 5-letter words, then sentences. Okay. Now the next 5th worksheet is related to the word family worksheet. This helps in recognizing the patterns. You ask the child to give all the words which are related to at family. AT, the words which end with AT. The child must be able to say CAT cat, BAT bat, RAT rat and so on. Okay. And the next one is jumbled letters worksheet. The goal of this worksheet is to develop the sequencing skills among the children. Now the child knows simple 3-letter words. Ask the child to identify and write the word in a proper form. You give ACT. Ask the child to form the correct word. Okay. So the child must be able to write CAT cat. Okay. So as I told you earlier, always start with 3-letter words. Okay. And next you can go to matching the word to the correct picture. This will help us improve the reading comprehension skills of the child. So the child must be able to identify a dog. If a child looks at a dog, the child must say, this is a dog. D for dog. D-O-G, dog. Okay, so when the child is able to do this, then our goal is achieved. Okay, and then moving on to the next step, we will ask the child to copy. The goal of this is error-free copying, which improves the visual tracking of the child. First, ask the child to copy a sentence from the board correctly into the notebook or onto the slate. The cat is on the wall. Let the child copy it correctly first. Once the child learns how to copy it properly, then the next will be write it without seeing. Okay. Now the next worksheet is related to sight words, which improves the memory of common words, commonly seen words every day. A and D and, THE, the, okay, such type of words. And the next worksheet is multi-sensory worksheet. The goal of this worksheet is to engage different senses. Ask the child to check in a paragraph, where do you find the letter B? Come on, color all the letter B's. Okay, the child must be able to identify the letter B in the paragraph and color it. Circle all the A sounds. Underline all the U sounds. So such type of simple exercises must be given to the children. Okay, so to put it in a nutshell, the weekly plan would be letter sounds plus tracing. Next is blending plus word families. Third one, missing letters plus matching. Fourth one, jumbled words plus copying. And fifth one is revision plus fun games. Okay, so always remember the sequence: see, say, trace, write, and use them in sentences. Okay, so these are the tips given to the teachers out there who are very keen in helping the children suffering from learning disabilities. I wish all of you the best, and please give your helping hand to such type of children who are eagerly waiting for your help. Celebrate their success and celebrate your achievement. All the best.